Jay started 3 IndyCar races in 1905 and won at Morris Park. Additionally, he won an exhibition race at Grosse Pointe. Unfortunately, Jay suffered a concussion in a crash and retired from racing. Here he sits in his car at Morris Park in 1905. O'Donnell started off as a riding mechanic. He later started 36 national championship races from 1914 to 1920 and won 3 of them in 1915. Tragically, O'Donnell was killed in the same crash that killed Gaston Chevrolet at Beverly Hills in 1920. Here he sits in his car at Tacoma in 1920. May was a sprint car and midget driver who entered 3 IndyCar races in 1931 and 1932 but failed to start any of the races. He was ultimately killed in a midget crash at Sportsman Park Raceway in Cleveland in 1939. No picture is available. Lariviere was a motel owner who raced occasionally on board tracks and dirt tracks. He also entered the 1933 Indianapolis 500 but failed to qualify. No picture is available. Fonda was the 1941 AAA Eastern Midget Champion. He also entered 8 national championship races from 1949 to 1954, starting 4. Fonda would get a best finish of 7th at Langhorne in 1949. Unfortunately, he was killed in a midget crash in Hatfield, Pennsylvania in 1958. Here he is after qualifying in Indianapolis in 1952, where he finished 15th. Krueger raced IndyCars from 1981 to 1991 and started 23 races out of 36 attempts. He also often served as the chief mechanic on his cars. Krueger would get a best finish of 5th place at Michigan in 1988. Here he is after qualifying for the Indianapolis 500 that year, where he finished in 8th place. Ward started off as a motorcycle racer. He would win 56 AMA motocross races, the 125cc championship in 1984, the 250cc championship in 1985 and 1988, the 250SX championship in 1985 and 1987, and the 500cc championship in 1989 and 1990. Ward then raced IndyCars from 1995 to 2005, starting 61 races and winning at Texas in 2002. Here he is at the 1997 500, where he finished in 3rd place and won Rookie of the Year. Wheldon was perhaps one of the greatest drivers in IndyCar history. He started 133 races from 2002 to 2011 and won 16 of them, including the Indianapolis 500 in 2005 and 2011. Additionally, Wheldon won the 2005 Series Championship with 6 wins. Tragically, Wheldon was killed in a crash at Las Vegas in 2011, causing the remainder of the race to be canceled. This made him the 4th Indianapolis 500 winner to be killed the same year they won the race. Here he is after winning at Indianapolis in 2011. Huertas competed in IndyCar in 2014 and 2015, starting 21 races. He would get a surprise victory at Houston in 2014 by saving more fuel than any other driver in the final stint. However, his car was found to have an oversized fuel tank and a rear wing infringement, but the win stood. Huertas' second best finish was an 8th at Detroit in 2014. Here he is on his way to victory at Houston.